Today was my last day as in for my my project of my gymnastics of school. And it kind of teach me that and you should really try stuff out. Because today I went bouldering. It looks like on the wall with the stones or the I don't know with the grip things, and you need to climb up the wall. And I always thought it would be for like stupid people. Sorry if you boulder, because I thought that. But that shit was kind of amazing, if I be honest. Because you're like six difficulties where I went, and I tried the fourth. I did one, two, and three were easy. Then I did a fourth, and I struggled. And now I have this. Here, maybe you can see, kind of here. Also on my left thing, and a little bit on my fingers. But yeah, it was fun. And also I did MMA, I did kickboxing, I did yoga, I did padel, I did spinning. That kind of sucked, but so most of them were like really amazing. I also was going to do CrossFit, but then I needed to go to a funeral, and um, that didn't go as planned, and which sucks because that's the only thing I was really hyped for, because because you were allowed to bench press, but you weren't allowed to go over 60 kilograms. But then another friend of mine who's also like um, big with going to the gym, he is weaker than me on bench press, but he is like two times bigger than me with like physique. Um, but he was allowed to bench 80 kilos, and I'm like mm, 40 kilos stronger than him on bench press. So was kind of fun if I was allowed to do that, but I wasn't. But yeah, I wanted to talk about try new things, because really, there were some sports I never did or never considered to even do, and now I'm well learned in them, and I would never do it on my own, but because school forced me, I did it. And there are some things out there in the world that you probably think that's like that shit is boring as hell, or with me bouldering, I thought it wouldn't be fun. It's weird sport, but I liked it. But I always liked most sports. So the only thing I didn't like was really like was spinning and yoga. And yoga mostly because all the things I do with meditating and stuff, I do it on my own. And I don't really like it to do all weird poses to feel better with another people around. I would rather do it on my own. And spinning I didn't like because the only thing we did was bike faster, bike slower, another rhythm. So yeah. And MMA was fun and kickboxing was fun, mostly because I like fighting sports and I like them the way we kind of teased it. MMA was a little bit brutal because I did it with a friend of mine who was like 25 kilos heavier than me. So that was like brutal, but still, try new things out in life, because you never know. You never know if there are things out there that fit just exactly who you are. There are probably a lot of things out in the world that are well within your likes, but you never try because you keep yourself in your comfort zone, and that is something that kind of sucks. I know how I feel about that because I have experienced it a lot, and now because school forces me, it just helps me to find new things in life that I want to try. And maybe not only sports you can do. Maybe you don't like sports, but still, I would say do something sport, if something like that. Go out golfing, believe you me, golf is so much more fun than you would ever imagine. Maybe you still don't like it, but I golfed a bunch of times in my life. I also had lessons for golf and stuff. and of course going out to play football or soccer, what you want to call it. I'm from the Netherlands, so I don't have a preferred thing to say. Um, if you want to go play with a ball, do it, of course. Or maybe you want to play chess. You want to learn to be better at chess, or do something you would just never imagine yourself doing. Things like that are what gives value to life a little bit, if you think about it in one way. Because learning more things gives you more value as a human, and just exploring the world and enjoying stuff that the world has to offer you. It would be boring to just keep do the same thing, even though it's fun. Try new things because there are plenty of other things. You will gain experience, which is good for you, and maybe you'll find stuff that's even more fun than you ever thought. So, from within me to you, please try and go outside to do something. And maybe MMA is kind of hard, but for bouldering or something like that, you can just go with a friend of yours and sign up at the counter and say, I want a boulder today for fun. Maybe you can go for free, or maybe you need to pay like $5. But still, same for golf. You can probably most likely just go to the golf course. The only thing you need to have are clubs for that, so that kind of sucks. But maybe you can borrow them from your dad or your someone in your family, or maybe friends who do it. And go on the driving range and just smack a few balls and try out things. Maybe it sucks when you're not good at it, but still. Most of these things are like free to do, or at least you are not well, you're not like you don't need to attain a bunch of lessons in one go. You can prove, you can like, I don't know, just do stuff with your life, please. That's actually what I wanted to tell you to guys today. Try out new things in life and do stuff. So stay cool. Become the best version of yourself.